Hello everyone, welcome back. In this class, we are going to learn how we can access the Linux operating system, or you can say Linux server, using the Putty. In the previous classes, we have done the installation of Putty, and Putty is a software which is used to connect the Linux server or Linux operating system remotely. So we are going to see how we can connect the Linux operating system using the Putty. Let's see. For that, you need to go to the here, or to start the Linux operating system, you have to go to the Oracle VirtualBox and click as a and as administrator if you are working on your local machine. And if it is not, you can click on open. That will also work, because I am working my personal PC. That's the reason I used to run as an administrator, so that it will not create any issue and permission issue like that. So I always prefer to run as an administrator. Once you open, it will open like that, and you have your virtual machine here. It, you need to, initially it will be in a stop state. You need to start your virtual machine. To start a virtual machine, here either you right click here and there will be option to start instead of a stop. You have to click on start, it will start it. Or here, instead of show, there will be option of start, you can click on start to start it. Or you can double click on this virtual machine to start it. Once, it will take few minutes, 1 or 2 minutes. After that, it will came like that. Here you have to give the username of the, while you creating the user, we have given the username and password. So this is my username, that is my name, and the password is exactly this is my name, and my username is R Tiwari, and that is hidden inside that, and I need to give the password. So my password, let me give my password that I have written while creating the user. Once I put my password, it will open my virtual Linux operating system. So let's explore the Linux operating system. Then after that, we are going to connect the Putty. We are going to connect the Putty with the Linux operating system. So here is your option of terminal. Just double click on it. It will open the terminal. What we have to do? Click on activities. Here you have three tabs. Go and go to second tab. It will give you the, command prompt, where you can write the Linux code, and that is required for the Linux operating system. Okay, so let me maximize it. Okay, now that's fine. That is, here you can write any command like that. Who am I? If you want to check who is logged, the who am I, I am the R Tiwari, that is the user ID that is login. What is the host name? If you want to check host name, then that this is the host name is the first Linux server. And if you want to check who is login, then this is, click on who. This is the R Tiwari my itself login. If you want to do the ls command, then you can do ls to list the command. If you want to see the where I am, which directory I am, you can do the wd print work directory, and lots of command that you can explore in the this command prompt. So this is the one way where you can log into your Linux virtual machine, and you can open your command prompt, and you can explore the Linux operating system. There is another way using the Putty, where you have to, already we have installed the Putty. You have to click on open. We have to open the Putty. Here in Putty, we used to give the host name or IP address of your remote operating system, or you can the host name or IP address of your server. Here I don't have a server, so I have the, this is the host name, that the first Linux server is my host name, and we have the IP for this. So I am going to use the IP address of this first Linux server, and this is the Linux operating system. Of course, every operating system has its uh, own IP address. So I am going to use this IP address of this Linux operating system. So I am, and it this is the Linux. So we are going to use the port as 22, and we are going to SSH connection type and click on open, and we are going to use the username as my, what is my username? My username is R Tiwari, and the further I'm going to give the password, and same thing what I am doing here I can perform on this itself. So let's, how can we can get the IP of the this Linux operating system? How we can get the IP? There are three way to get the IP. First way is, let me clear this. If you write clear, it will clear the screen. Okay. First is the IP config. IP config. If you do the IP config, it will give the IP address of the operating system. Okay, but here config is not working. The reason behind is that till the version 7 IP config command was working with the operating system. Till the version, here IP config was working till the version 8 or 7, but in version 9, that is the latest version of the CentOS, this command is not working. So but this command is used to, in case of if you want to get a IP address. If, let me show you how you can. If I go to the command prompt, if I open the command prompt, if I write here IP config, you can see IP address of my personal laptop, that is Windows. This is the IP address my Windows. Okay, you can see this is my IP address Windows. Okay, IP config is used to for the IP address, if you want to know. Okay, there is another command, that is IPADDR. With the help of it, you can also get the IP address of your system. Okay, you can, I can write here also. Let me write IPADDR, but for this it is not working. Let's me, but here you can see IPADDR, it is working. Okay, but still, when I look at this thing, I did not find my IP address of this Linux operating system. It is hard to get the IP address of Linux operating system. So there is another one more command which exactly give you the IP address of Linux operating system. You do not need to search on the what is written inside that, and there is one more command, that is the host name. That is important command that you need to remember, minus I. This will give you exactly the IP address of your operating system. Just click on enter. You can see this is my IP address that is linked with this operating system. Okay, this Linux operating system. So this is my IP address of Linux operating system. Okay, so this IP address I am going to use here while connecting to the Linux operating system. Okay, and let me write here the IP address. You can see I have written the 192.168.0.105. Port is 22, connection type is SSH, and just click on open. Okay, let me try again. Putty 192.168 and 0.115. See the IP port 22 SSH. Click on open. Okay. Once I click on open, it is asking my ID. What is your ID? So my ID is R Tiwari. The R Tiwari, and after that it will ask for password. So I need to give the password. The password. Let me give you my password. Okay. Password is, okay. I have given my password, and now you can see I have logged in as my using Putty. Okay, the everything same I can perform here also. If I, you can see if I do here host name minus I, you can see same IP. You can see here 192.168.0.115. If I here write himself host name, you can see host name is the first Linux server. If I write here as a who am I, you can see this is the R Tiwari. If I write here the ls, you can see same thing. If I write here also ls, you can see same thing. So whatever I can perform here in the Linux operating system, that I can do in the it's put using the putty. In upcoming classes I am going to use the putty. The reason behind is this: when we use this terminal, that is the Linux operating system, it is little bit slow, and it is sometimes getting command prompt stuck. So I am going to use putty. It is little bit smooth to run the command, and it is little bit faster than this terminal. So that's the reason I am going to use this putty in the upcoming classes to run the commands and everything. So hope it will be fine. Now let's, what we have to do only, to work on this putty, we have to just only this virtual machine that need to be running. We have to keep the virtual machine in running in the background, and you have to take the IP address using the host name minus IP minus I, and use the IP address here, and leave this to be running in background. Just cross it, leave this to be running in background, and use this for your work. Okay, so hope you have enjoyed the video. Again, if you have any doubt, you can comment me. Thank you all, thanks for watching the video.